Have you ever been really tired? I mean, so tired you can hardly keep your eyes open, but still you feel like you got to keep driving to keep making some money. When I used to drive full time, it was not uncommon for me to start at 4 in the morning and go all the way to 8 at night. Yeah, I'd take a lunch break, but that's still like it's 15 hours of solid driving. In my case, I just set really unrealistically high goals to achieve the bonuses. But for some people, they have to make the money to pay the rent, put some food on the table. We all have our different motivations. So in this video, what I'm going to share with you are seven solid strategies to help you stay safe as possible when you're driving tired. I don't recommend driving tired, but I get it. Sometimes you just have to do it. So how can you do it and maintain some safety for yourself and for other drivers on the road? And stick around. At the end of the video, I'm going to share with you my number one strategy for driving tired. So all that and a lot more coming up. Hey everybody, it's Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy, having a little drink of my homemade cold brew. That's a drink that I made myself. I found a woman online, and she said, you can have a drink that's like 30 grams of protein. And I was like, 30 grams of protein? What's she doing? So it's a combination of, it's like 2 cups of cold brew, 1 little packet of vanilla protein drink. That gives you 30. I also mix in some collagen peptides. That actually adds another 10 grams of protein. And a little bit of heavy whipping cream on top, and a little bit of ice, and that's my breakfast. And I've been doing it now for about a week, and it tastes great, and it's really good for me to get a lot of protein. As you get older, you need to have more protein. So I bought this big ass mug to hold it all. You can hear the ice in there. And this carries me all the way through noon. So if you're wondering why the change of coffee, that's what's going on there. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into some background. So both Uber and Lyft limit you to 14 hours of driving time per day. Now, most of us realize that after 8 hours, we're pretty tired, right? I mean, for most people who work, 8 hours is kind of the limit. If you do more than 8 at a job, you're gonna get like time and a half, right? But we're driving cars, 2 tons pieces of metal, and 14 hours is the limit that Uber and Lyft give us. It's not very safe, I say. And if you drive for both of them, there's no problem going past 14 because you can drive 14 for each of them. So you could literally drive 24 hours in a day. So that's the situation we've got. So, and we're incented to drive more and more and more. So it's a very combustible environment that we find ourselves in. And I've experienced it personally driving full time for 4 years. So let's get into the 7 strategies to make driving tired as safe as possible. Okay, number 1, change your routine. Okay, you got to mix things up. What happens if you just drive and you don't get out of your car and you don't do some things? You can suffer what's called highway hypnosis. Highway hypnosis, and that's where you've been driving on the freeway and suddenly you kind of like wake up and you realize you've been driving for 10 minutes, but you haven't been thinking about the road, right? It's like your body goes on automatic. I found a definition for it online. It says highway hypnosis, also known as white line fever, never heard that before, is an altered mental state in which a person can drive a car, truck, or other automobile great distances, responding to external events in the expected safe and correct manner with no recollection of having consciously done so. In this state, the driver's conscious mind is apparently fully focused elsewhere, while seemingly still processing the information needed to drive safely. Highway hypnosis is a manifestation of the common process of automaticity. So highway hypnosis is very, very dangerous because if suddenly a car that's in front of you stops suddenly and you're not paying attention, that's an unusual thing that's happened, and you're gonna get yourself into a bad accident. So what you want to do is change up your routine. So at least once per hour, get out of your car, take a walk for 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, right? Get out of your car, look at something else, just move a little bit, right? Shake it up, right? Feel the air, feel the rain, feel the snow, feel the sunshine, whatever's going on. And that will help you to kind of wake back up. Okay, number 2, drink caffeine, splash water on your face. So this is obviously a great Starbucks stop, right? Go to a Starbucks, stop, get some coffee, get a cold brew, get a whatever, go to the bathroom, get some water and splash it on your face, right? So you got the combination of the cold water on your face plus some more caffeine, right? These are 2 things that will help you to get a little more zip and zim and energy going. Another form of caffeine, which I have found very effective, is what you're seeing here, which is called the 5-hour energy drink. So I used to carry these in my glove box, and if I really felt tired and Starbucks wasn't close, I would just down one of those. And these really, for me, for my chemistry, worked very, very well. And they would set me up for another couple of hours where I was kind of on almost like a caffeine high, but I was alert and I could drive a little bit longer. Okay, number 3, blast air on your face. So what you're going to do here is you're going to use the speed of the car, the wind that it generates, and you're going to use it on your face to kind of wake you up. Sort of the way the water splashed on your face can help to wake you up. The air can help to wake you up. Now, if you have a moonroof, which all my cars, that's one thing I always want to have is a moonroof because I love having the top open on a nice day. You can open it and you put your hand up like this, and the wind is going to come, hit your hand, and then come shooting straight down upon you. And you can kind of move your hand so that it, hits all the parts of your face. If it's winter time, this is particularly effective because the air is really, really cold. Now, if you don't have a moonroof, you can open your window and use your hand like that. And the air is going to hit your hand and then shoot in and hit you on the face. So this is another very effective technique that you can use in between passengers to freshen you up, right? Number 4, call someone and start talking. Have a conversation. So my daughter is a great one for this because I would, call her and she'd be wanting to chit chat, or call a friend, somebody that will get your mind engaged, right? Someone who you actually have to put out a little bit of effort so that you're not just doing the same driving. So call somebody, say, hey, I'm driving, I'm feeling kind of tired. Can we just have a conversation? Can we talk about something? And that will help to keep you awake. This is particularly useful if you're done for the day and you're 45 minutes from home and you got to get back, right? And it's a long ride back. This is something that can make the ride home enjoyable and also keep you awake and alive. Okay, 5 and 6, listen to music or listen to an engaging podcast. So in my case, what you're seeing now is my Led Zeppelin playlist. So if I'm feeling low of energy and tired, blasting some Zeppelin gets me going, right? It brings up that primal energy from when I was a teenager, and I just love their music. And you've all got that. Maybe it's AC/DC, maybe it's Kanye West, maybe it's Taylor Swift, maybe it's Steely Dan, right? Whatever your music, your love is, right? That's a great thing to play loud in your car to keep you awake. The other thing you can do is listen to a podcast. And now I recommend a podcast that's going to make you laugh. What you're seeing now for me is Bill Burr. I love this guy. I've listened to all his specials. He just makes me laugh. He's just brutally honest. And in the laughing and the engaging of my mind, that helps me to stay awake. So listen to music, listen to a podcast. Okay, number 7, and the best strategy is stop driving, okay? If you're feeling tired, you really should just stop driving. You can always get that bonus next week. You can always get back to work early in the morning when you've gotten some sleep. But driving tired is reckless. And I've had many experiences, and I'm ashamed to admit it, where I have nodded off, where I've been driving and then all of a sudden I'm going off the side of the road, and I'm like that, or you nod off and you start to veer and you hit those bumps that are in the dividers, and that jolts you awake. So that's not good. That is no bueno. And you want to avoid that because that, not only could you hurt yourself, but you could hurt somebody else and bad. And God, you don't want to carry that around for the rest of your life. So if you're feeling tired and there's a signal that your body tells your mind that says you should not be driving anymore and you should stop. So that's my number one strategy. Nothing's that important that you should risk your life. So get off the road. Get off the road if you're feeling tired, right? If you're super tired, you can get off the road, call an Uber and have them take you home, right? You don't have to be driving. There's always an alternative to driving so tired that you could actually fall asleep. Okay, so what are the key takeaways here? Well, this is a really interesting little graphic that I picked up from the Times of India. And it kind of summarizes a lot of what I just said. Do's, right? Tips for driving safely. Take breaks every 2 to 3 hours. Take a small walk during the break. Have tea, food, or talk to someone on a call. Don't drive continuously for hours without breaks. Don't consume intoxicants while driving. That goes without saying, but I guess it's good they said it. And don't drive for long hours without proper rest or sleep, all right? So, key takeaway, I'm going to say it again, is if you feel that tired, just stop driving, okay? Don't push yourself. Driving tired, they show these signs in California, maybe they show it in other states too. It says, driving tired is equal to driving buzzed is equal to driving drunk, right? You're incapacitated when you're that tired, and that's where accidents happen. There's a reason so many accidents happen, after midnight. People are tired. Yeah, some people are drinking, but you're also unusually tired, and that's when your reactions are slow and things can happen. So avoid that and get off the road. But if you can't, for some reason, I've given you some other strategies which can help to keep you going, to keep you revived so that you make it. All right? Hey, this is Jay Crater. I want to say thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, subscribe. Go and tell somebody you love them while you can, right? Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Go out and have a great day. Be safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.